Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. You guys are seeing me once again before Christmas. Why do I keep saying Christmas? Before New Year's, because I decided the bug bit me and I want to create a New Year's Eve makeup tutorial or makeup look for you guys. So let's get into it. I am super excited because I want to recreate the look that I did for the NARS event. Let me show you guys what that look looked like. And I'm very cognizant of the fact that you can't go too colorful with New Year's Eve because I mean it is midnight going into the new year, early parts of the morning. So you want to do something that is going to translate really well for nighttime. And I'm just trying to get like a really... It's not even going to do justice. This is not even going to do justice to that face beat. Like, okay, I was also sweaty, so I'm gonna see if I can do that look, but like better. Like, better, popping. Do y'all see it? Do y'all see it? It was giving, man. I like this look. So I think for New Year's Eve, we're gonna do something glittery vibes. Also, I bought this hairband off of Shein, and so my hair is currently drying, so we're gonna keep our hair out of the way. Oh, there's a hanger behind me, I didn't even realize. Okay, so let's get into it. I also bought a new primer off Shein, so we're gonna try it out because why not. This is the Good Grip Hydrating Primer. Let's see. Okay. Okay, it feels like gel-like. But let's see if it creates a sticky, tacky layer on the skin. Oh wow. Do y'all see that? A lot of people say it's comparable to the e.l.f. one and the Milk makeup one. Okay, I was getting a bit hot with my hair down, so I just went ahead and put my hair out of the way. Next, we're gonna go in with the Maybelline Active Wear 30 Hour Foundation. Okay, I'm just gonna pump this out on the back of one of my makeup tiles. I've been getting a bit lazy, to be honest, about pumping product and all of that stuff. I just go directly on my face. But ideally, it's better to work off a surface than to add too much product to your face, you know? I always work from the inner part of the face outwards. As you can see, this foundation is a bit too dark for me, but I honestly feel like it works. So if it's not broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? Also, I'm going to try and be quite gentle around my nose piercing area. This foundation is full coverage, which is why I like it, because it just covers everything without you having to worry about it. So if I was going out, I'd use my NARS foundation, but it is expensive, you guys, so I'm not gonna use that today. Now my nose is gonna leak because I was sneezing. How annoying. How annoying. But anyway, we move. Okay, so I'm gonna take my Huda Beauty Tantour in the shade medium. I don't give this product enough love, honestly. Yes, it is in the shade medium. I pick up some product in the pan, and then I go ahead and just add that. A little goes a long way. You can see I already did this side of my face, and you just have to remember to be very, very light-handed because it can go crazy very, very quickly. So I'm gonna be contouring at the sides of my cheeks, jawline. This Tantor shade, you know, as much as we have a lot of high-end products in the market, there's a lot of products that actually are catered for brown skin people, and it just takes the guesswork out of you trying to find a contour. But of course, if you can't afford Huda Beauty Tantor, you have a darker foundation in your collection that you have had for years but it's too dark for you, use that as a contour. Obviously it has to be dark enough, but yeah, buy one of those stick foundations that are a darker shade, use that as your contour. Trust me, like, you don't have to have all these expensive products. You can make do with the darker shades of foundations, all of that stuff, and you can make it work on a budget. Okay, if you guys want budget tips for makeup in the new year, comment down below, let me know, and I'd love to get into that with you guys. Okay, for concealer, what concealer are we going to use today? I think we should use NARS. Okay, for concealer today, I'm going to use my NARS Medium 3 Praline Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This is a really good concealer. A little bit goes a long way, so you don't need a lot. Okay, so I'm going to pick up on my brush. You can even use your finger to blend out this concealer. So you guys know the drill. I'm gonna highlight under my eyes, center of my face, cupid's bow, and my chin. Okay, so I just blended out the center of my face, and I'm doing under my eyes. I'm gonna do a little bit more under my eyes because why not? I'm also gonna try and use this as an eyeshadow primer today because I've only heard good things about this concealer as an eyeshadow primer. I'm gonna use the She Glam Color Bloom Liquid Blush in the shade Risky Business. Ooh, pretty. Such a pretty coral shade. Okay, so I just went ahead and did this eye, but I'm going to talk you guys through the whole eye on this side. So I'm going to use this NARS concealer as an eyeshadow base. I've heard only good things about it as a base, so I'm just going to pick up some and put that on my lids. And then I'm gonna take my finger and just tap that in. Now this has a very, very dry consistency, so I would totally believe why it is used as an eyeshadow base. I also just wanted to remind myself of what look I created initially, because I mean, I create so many looks, it's really easy to forget. I was actually getting confused between the shades. I was like, no, these shades I used for that cat eye cut crease kind of vibes, so I had to remind myself it was a mess. Okay, so I'm gonna go into my Huda Beauty Empowered palette. If you guys do not have this palette at home, please use whatever you have at your disposal, and don't feel pressured to buy expensive stuff if you don't have the resources to do so. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Keep Going, which is this one right here. I feel like I always need to disclaim that, you know, if you don't have one I'm using, please use whatever you have at home, because I used to watch YouTubers back in the day and they were always using products that we could not get here in South Africa. So that was a bit crazy. I used to remember trying to recreate like a really bougie eye makeup using those Paris palettes. Y'all know which palettes I'm talking about. Those Paris ones where it doesn't even have pigment. The 4 eyeshadow. Girl, those days were ghetto. So I'm going to blend this Keep Going shade on my crease and on my lower lash line. As you guys can see, this is our transition shade. I'm going to go and deepen up the crease with the shade Legacy, which is this orangey type of shade. I don't think I used this shade initially when I was creating this look, but you know, hindsight is 2020. Also going to take that on the lower lash line. We're just deepening up that transition shade. I'm going slightly lower than the first shade because we don't want to cover up the first transition. You know, we want to see everything. You want to see that dimension and those layers. Keep practicing also. A lot of people think that eyeshadow is super easy and you'll get it on your first try. I've been doing it for many years, you guys, probably half my life, and I'm also a makeup artist, which means I get more practice at it every day or on a regular basis. So if you cannot get it one shot, don't be hard on yourself. It takes practice. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the shade Confident, which is this shade right here, and I'm gonna take this on a smaller brush, and I'm just gonna add some dimension on the outer part of the crease. This color, I'm just focusing it on the outer part of the lid. I'm working it lower down than those first 2 shades. You can slightly swipe it into the crease to make sure that the look is cohesive, and then right on the edge of the eye. So for me, like, the darker the colors, the more precise I want it to be, especially for this look. So we're just going to keep blending until I've received my desired amount of opacity. That is pretty good for me. Next, I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty shadow sticks. This is in the shade Sip and Sparkle, and I'm just going to use this as a base to amplify our shimmer shades. So I'm just going to lightly pat this on the lid. Also guys, remember, when it comes to creating looks, when you are rushing, it tends to get sloppy. So give yourself ample time to get ready. In the mornings, you know, your face routine, your foundation, all of that, you know how much time you need. But on days where you want to be a bit extra and work that eyeshadow, give yourself extra time. Don't rush through it because it's a little less refined when you rush through it. Okay, I'm going to take my finger, just blend that eyeshadow base. Then I'm going to take the shade Limitless. So this texture of shadow, this is like a goldy color. I feel like it just works better with my finger than a brush. So I'm just going to pack that with my finger. On this side of my face, I'll use this finger. On this side of my face, I use this finger because it can get a bit messy using this finger for this eye. At least that's my experience. Not a lot of people are ambidextrous, but if you can, do it. I just find I'm able to see what I'm doing better as well. So we're just going to put that gold on the center of the lid. Then I'm taking Bold Moves, which is this shade right here. And I am going to apply that on the first third of the lid and blend that into Limitless. If you guys want me to do like a review of this palette, please comment down below and let me know. The last palette I reviewed from Huda was the Rose Quartz. But if you guys would like me to review, I think I would only review the higher end palettes. I have reviewed some lower end palettes, but for me, I think the higher end is worthwhile because it's like, should you spend your money on that palette or not, you know? So I just applied Bold Moves. It is super pretty. It has a few different shades. It's like bronzy, shimmery, I don't know. Can you guys even see this color? It's got bronze, champagne, gold. It's such a unique shade. So yeah, super pretty. To make sure that this gold is blending in seamlessly, I'm gonna go in with that brush we had the dark brown on, and just go in and blend so that it is seamless. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a highlight shade. Mean Money and Hustler Baby. I want to create that sultry inner eye. So I'm going to take Mean Money, Hustler Baby, and highlight the inner part of the eye, just to give it that pop, and then we're going to go in and draw that V wing situation. Okay, so for the rest of the face, I am going to set my bronzed areas. Okay, so Hoola is actually a bit too cool toned because the Tanto is so cool toned. So I took my Coco Naughty from Fenty and I just went over all my cream contoured areas, some on my nose as well, not forgetting my jawline, just to balance out this warmth with that bronziness. And then I went in with my Moon blush from Benefit. This is so pigmented, you guys, and just applying that to my cheeks, bridge of my nose. So pretty. I'm gonna take a powder brush and just dust off all of my bake. My skin is actually a little bit dry, probably because of all the change in weather. I mean, it's like a bit crazy, I won't lie. Okay, so we're gonna highlight the tops of the cheeks with this Fenty Beauty Mean Money Hustler Baby Kilowatt eyeshadow, not eyeshadow, highlighter. And you guys can see it's such a beautiful shade. For my nose, I just take that brush that I used to highlight my inner corner and I just highlight the tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose. Perfecto. Okay, now we're gonna do the eyeliner. You guys can see I did it on this eye. I'm kind of keeping the eyeliner quite thin, so I'm gonna draw it a bit longer on the outer corner of the eye. And then from the midway of the eye, I'm going to draw a line at the base of the lashes and then gradually build my wing. Not going too thick, but I'm going to try and match the other side as close as possible. Okay, so now that that is done, sorry if I was out of frame. So I'm trying to match both eyes as close as possible. It might not be possible because my creases are just different on both eyes. So that is as close as I'm going to get. Okay, now we're going to do the inner corner. So I am taking the liner and I'm pulling in to the inner corner of my eye from my lash line. I'm also kind of following the shape of the inner corner of my eye slightly, and then once I'm happy, I'm going to just pull that onto my lash line and kind of define it. There is a lot of finessing in this technique. I find that just drawing one straight line really doesn't help because you tend to mess up. So go in small little strokes And before you know it, you have these sultry inner corners. Very, very pretty, very, very stunning. Now, the good part about having this shimmer shadow down is if you do make a mistake, you can just go in with that shimmer shade and just retouch up where you made a mistake. Shimmer is your best friend, and it will help you fix anything that you may have had an issue with, if that makes sense. So this is what the face is looking like so far. Always make sure you go in with your blush brush and that highlight is blending. I also take my blush brush and just blend sides of my temples to make sure my highlight and my bronzer blends. And yeah, this is the face so far. It's coming together. It looks a bit scary in the first, I don't know, half an hour, and then once your eyeliner's on, things start coming together. Okay, so for mascara, I found one in my collection and haven't shown love to this mascara in a while. This is the Lancome Hypnose mascara. I want to get into luxury beauty in the next coming years or so. By the way, after you're done with that inner corner wing, I totally forgot this, you want to connect your liner, the inner corner, back to the center with like the teeniest tiniest line, right? I'm using the Hyper Easy from Maybelline, so that makes your life super easy trying to get into those nooks and crannies. So if you guys can get the Maybelline, definitely do. But yeah, as I was saying, I have been seeing the Lancome Teint Idole everywhere on my TikTok, on my YouTube. People seem to love it, so I definitely want to try it out. Comment down below, let me know if any of you have tried the Lancome Teint Idole foundation. I think it's that full coverage one. I don't know what it's called. Is it the Teint Idole? I feel like it is. Okay, so that is the eyes. For lashes, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with lashes. Oh my gosh, guys, I found these Ros B lashes in the style Mia. Oh, they're so pretty and they're gonna be so perfect. I've done so many tutorials on this, but you're basically going to apply a thin layer of glue on your lash band. Make sure you have enough on the corners because that's where it tends to pop off. Right? There's a whole truck going by. Then you're going to look down into a mirror. You're going to place it in the center of your lid, like in there. Then you're going to secure the outer corner. And then you're going to secure the inner corner. No, it's good. It's good. No, it's good. I was questioning myself because I've been reaching for smaller eyelashes as of recently. But this is good. I like it. It's good. Okay, so I'm lining my lips with my lip liner in chocolate. I'm just gonna feather this color in. Okay, I have this new one from MAC. This is the Luster lipstick. Luster Glass? Yes. Ooh. Okay. Pretty. But I think I need something nude. I am trying the shade Thanks It's MAC. It is less warm. Very pretty. And then I think we need some gloss over. So I'm going to do the Fenty Glow This is the Gloss Bomb Cream in the shade Fenty Glow. Yep, that is the one. I love it so much. Okay, you guys, I have finished off the look. I curled my hair, did a bit of a side swoop to add some volume. You know, my jewelry is from Asteria. I thought, okay, we're wearing big floofy hair, so we'll keep the earring simple, matching necklace. The dress that I'm wearing is from a few years ago at this point, but yeah, I'm gonna say goodbye. Thank you guys so much for watching. I wish you a blessed new year, and may we all just flourish in 2024. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to slay all day every day with and without makeup, and I'll see you guys in the new year. Bye bye. Also, I am living for this look. I haven't curled my hair in so long. It's giving